Now, 27 storm track weather with meteorologist Blaze Keller.
I hope you've enjoyed this past weekend, because if you do not do well in heat or humidity, next week is going to be really tough for us, as the heat dome that's been sitting just off to our south kind of moves its way a little bit north and eastward. We're really not going to be underneath the worst of the worst conditions, but we are definitely going to get our fair share of 90s, as well as feeling like upper 90s to low 100s as we go into this final week of July. It's quiet on the satellite and radar to our north. We find a little bit of some thicker smoke making its way out of Canada. This will eventually push its way south and kind of linger over us as we go more into Monday. So keep that in mind as we're beginning to plan out our next work week. Tonight, though, I think most of that smoke should be on the thinner side. We're sitting in the 70s and 80s right now. Winds are light and out of the northwest. Let's walk future track into the rest of your evening into our Monday. We're going to start off our next week on the quiet side. Now into the afternoon, the Storm Prediction Center puts out a marginal risk for western parts of Wisconsin, but it's more into Minnesota. If we see storms, great. I don't necessarily think that we will. I think we're kind of getting to the point where it's a little bit too hot, even though Monday will probably be not as hot, or is not going to be as hot as Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So as we walk into Tuesday, we'll start off quiet as well, but of course our main focus is going to be this heat. So Monday afternoon, our dew points are starting to climb. It's not going to feel actually that bad outside compared to the actual air temperatures. Tuesday, we start to add a bit of a heat index. As we go into Wednesday and Thursday, this is when we really crank up our dew points. We keep the sunny conditions, so our heat index values, what it feels like outside, is flirting with those mid to upper 90s on Wednesday. We're there into Thursday, could even crack some low 100s. This continues into Friday as well. We'll take a look here in just a moment and exactly when that heat dome kind of breaks down, but I also want to highlight our overnight lows, especially Wednesday and Thursday, are going to be in the low to mid 70s. So while it's important to stay cool during the day, it's just as important to stay cool at night. Keep the fan on, keep the AC on, and make sure you're drinking plenty of water even at night. So here's that heat dome. Notice as that yellow kind of makes its way into Wisconsin as we go into the midweek. There's Thursday, so again, more of that yellow overhead. As we go into Friday, still that yellow, so still those warmer temperatures. And then we watch as a cold front moves through as we end next weekend. That pushes that heat back off to our south. So that means we've got a full 7 days at least of these hot temperatures and these high dew points. So get ready to drink plenty of water, and we'll touch on here some other tips. Apply the sunblock often if you're outside. Take breaks too. If you're feeling hot, take a break. Always check the back seat of your car, and wear light, weight, and color in clothing. Now, in some cultures, it's a sign of good luck, but I wanted to show a praying mantis. Diane captured this in Madison. We all need a little bit of luck as we go into next week, because that's rough. That's tough right there.
Look, I know you don't make the weather, but this is my least favorite forecast you've ever made. It's disgusting.
I think that sums it up. I think I would only reiterate what you just said. Thursday is going to be just, it's tough.
Gross.
Yeah, it is going to be gross, but again, just stay
That's the scientific
cool.
term.
Drink plenty of water. It'll be okay.
All right. Thanks so much, Blaze. The Brewers were back at home today. Luke Gamble has you covered.